C-SPAN stuff.
Let's start with the C-SPAN call-ins. Trump TV to Biden 1. Now, this is an example of somebody, a Trump supporter, calling in, and then they kick it over to the Biden guy. This will be the Trump guy.
Head back to your calls. Cookeville, Tennessee. Bob, good morning.
Good morning. Thank you for taking my call. I'd just like to talk about the hypocrisy of, I'll call them Biden's propaganda media outlets. Perfect example is until the polls started shifting on Biden, the Democrats and the media outlets was all calling it peaceful protest. But now that they're blaming Trump for all the violence. How does that work? When for 3 months they said they were peaceful protests. CNN, MSNBC would do stories with buildings.
Is this guy a ham who's on like 80 meters at night?
I mean, I had to leave this guy on there because he's got such an unbelievable MSNBC. He's got such a ridiculous accent. And it's not a Tennessean accent as far as I'm concerned, unless there's parts of Tennessee that have this accent.
No.
The Tennessee accent.
This is ham radio.
Is generally more pleasant.
This is ham radio. This is ham radio.
Yeah, it's a ham radio guy.
3 in the morning on 80 meters.
CNN, MSNBC would do stories with buildings burning in the background and saying, "Oh, that's just peaceful protest." And another hypocritical thing about the Democrats yesterday was the video of Nancy Pelosi in the beauty salon. It's the old adage, don't do as I do as I tell you to do. I mean, the hypocrisy in that Brian Seltzer you had there yesterday, I tried to call in then. When you going to have somebody on Fox News on your show?
Oh, we had Chris Wallace here on his new book.
Oh, he's no good.
Wallace, he's a rhino. That guy's a clown, man. I watch him. I can't even watch him anymore. If you want to watch somebody on
you asked the question, Bob. I gave you. We have guests from all the networks as we're able to get them, when we're able to get them. But I appreciate your input. To Granite City, Illinois, David, Biden supporter.
No. It's good for me. It's good for me. If you have better than this.
Oh, they're all better than that.
That guy is a legend.
Let's go with this is part 2 of the same clip. Now we go to the Democrat.
Okay.
Granite City, Illinois, David, Biden supporter.
Hi. I'd like to try to talk about a problem that I see. If you want to talk about terrorism going on in this country, it actually is originating, in my opinion, at this time, from the Electoral College being used to control the food supply chain in this country, making it impossible for most Americans to actually have a vote on their health, because all the farms and all the meat packaging plants decided to build right next door to one another, keep it all in the family.
Whoa.
And instead of the Electoral College being something about their taxes or their property, they've turned it into warfare by spreading this COVID-19 that is originating and coming out of their food processing processes. That is the real terrorism going on. The fear from it is making everyone upset, making everyone overreact, and is at least partially causing the violence in the street.
We welcome your comments on Twitter.
All right. Now, this is something very important. Free advice from the Dvorak Consulting Group. This is a hit program. This is hit programming that you have on your hands. And this is completely perfect for a podcast. The daily caller of the day, whatever we need a branding for it, John. John, can you check with the creatives? We need branding for it. This would make me so happy every day.
Call of the day is a good brand.
Call of the day, if I could have one Republican line, one Trump line, one Biden line. Let's just let's call it what it is. And just give me those two for a day. That would start my day off great.
They have so many of these. And this one guy who collects these, he's got this look on his face that he just looks into the camera like, oh, I went to college and this is what I'm doing. That's the look. That's what he's saying to you.
But audio is good enough. You don't even need the video. It's good enough.